that when I check my paper and see certain mark, I always notice because they used to do the grading system on like when you come to class, we get 10 points, class participation 20 points. So the test that you take only worth like 40 points. So the teacher, the sir, the remaining 60 points, he use his own description how to give you the 60 points. So like that, I always notice if my grade will always be low, but I come to school every day, I participate in class activity. So it began to culture other students were complaining about the same old situation. So there was no way we could carry our complaint because the school administrator, everyone was in favor of the idea, and majority of the students were also in favor of the idea. So what I did was I met my colleagues. I said, but there's no way we can go against the system and say we come together. We know the same situation we face in this school. Other students in other school face the same situation because once this situation is here, meaning it's across the country. So they asked me, "What do you have any idea?" I said, "Yeah, I think I have an idea. We need to establish the Student Against Corruption because those will affect us, and the generation will come after us. They will face the same problem. And you'll find out if students do not have, more especially for the female, when they don't have money, the next thing they will give their body in exchange for grade.
Sure.
So we formulated the Student Against Corruption. Later, Ebola came in, and we were not doing any work. But then, 2015, we started full operation. And luckily, with the awareness we're doing online, I met a single individual from the United States, one Armstrong Jabba. He's involved in agriculture, and he used to motivate me every time when we're having activities. He will support the activity. That was my first time getting support for the type of work that I choose to do. I never had idea, something that we had a passion for. We was not doing it because of money. So luckily for us in 2016, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission contacted us, but then they had Mr. Herbert Hamilton Duru there, and we begin working. But then we have already established Student Integrity Club in some schools on our own, and we started the formation of establishing more Student Integrity Club along with the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. And with those integrity clubs, we managed to have uncovered several issue of corruption, and most of the teachers were there with. Some of them were.
Do you mind to just name
two of the teachers?
Two of the issues that you guys uncovered?
One was like the school at a specific school. That one was channeled through the Ministry of Education. The school, there was a textbook that was only not for sale. It was meant to have been given up, but it was donated by donors.
Okay.
So, but when other people within the Ministry of Education were involved, because the textbook was on the market, but the school was selling the textbook to students like for $500, and it was compulsory that you buy the textbook. So we got a copy of the textbook. We showed it to the director of communication. He stayed the director of communication, Maxine Blayton, and right away he went there himself to go and purchase the same book, and they sold it to him, and he took all of them to the Ministry of Education.
Interestingly, it had not for sale on it.
It had not for sale on it, and it even had the logo of the partners. And I think UNICEF was the one who donated that book, and it had the logo of the partner. And when they asked the guy who was keeping the warehouse key at the Ministry of Education for those books, he said the warehouse key one time got missing for him. So
the one time I got missing for him was the time all of those books.
So they even arrested the book from the Ministry of Education, the person, because the school said show who they bought the book from, and later the school was charged for economic sabotage.
Interesting.
And after that, like some teachers who were involved in the collecting money after exam, like school coming close, collecting money to settle the student grade, like whole class put 100 together. Some of those issues came up to us, and we addressed it through the schools, and it was their way.
So now this is happening in the urban era. What's more about the rural areas?
The rural era, like our recent was in Grand Jide, like recently in Bon County too, there was 3 teachers who were dismissed.